Good afternoon, Island family and friends. This is your Sheriff, Robert Ogden. I would appreciate a moment of your time to share with you some of the important changes we are making to our policies and procedures here at the Dukes County Sheriff's Office. In collaboration with local law enforcement and the court system, in order to keep everyone in our care, as well as our community, safe and healthy as the world navigates its response to the coronavirus. None of these changes were made lightly, with many being presented by federal and state authorities. And although we are planning on keeping these changes in effect until the threat of the COVID-19 passes, we will continually be evaluating our operations to ensure that these changes remain necessary and remain the best way to protect the health and well-being of every staff member and person in our care. In regards to our jail and house of correction, human services, programs with outside contractors or volunteers have been suspended, though programming continues with online learning via our Edovo tablets. Telehealth conferencing will be provided for mental health evaluations and sessions for inmates. Inmate visitations. All inmate visits will be conducted as a no-contact visit. Visitors will continue to present identification, sign in on the visitor log, and secure all of their personal belongings prior to entering the visit room. All visitors are still subject to search. Visitors and inmates will communicate via the hardline telephones. The visitor will use the phone located inside the visit room, and the inmate will use the phone located outside the Post 1 window. Lock boxes in both visit telephones, inmate and visitor, will be sterilized and disinfected before and after each visit. Attorney visits will not be restricted. Transportation. Interagency transfers are suspended until further notice, and video-based court appearances will be practiced when feasible. Medical services continue with great attention to the prevention of transmission of infectious diseases in our facility. Surplus medications have been ordered for 90 days. In regards to regional lockup, arrestees are screened for signs and symptoms prior to admittance into the regional lockup, and elevated precautions will be taken with arrest and detainees that are suspected to potentially have the virus. Steps will be taken to ensure proper distancing and disinfection protocols for all surfaces touched on and in the vicinity of arrest and detainees. All intake procedures will be conducted with as much distancing as possible. Personal protective equipment will be worn by officers interacting with individuals under elevated precautions, masks, gloves, etc. Video arraignments will be conducted with the Edgartown District Court. Food services. Our meal services continue as normal. The DCSO kitchen will retain 2 weeks of perishable food on hand at all times, and 1 month of non-perishable food will be retained at all times. Disinfection protocols of the kitchen are implemented after each meal. For protective equipment, personal protective equipment shall be kept in stock at all times, including gloves, masks, goggles, gowns, etc. Officers will wear gloves when making contact with any inmate, arrest, or detainee, and masks will be utilized during periods of elevated precautions. For Regional Emergency Communication Center, our Regional Emergency Communication Center is currently on lockdown to protect the health and safety of our telecommunications staff. No individuals will be permitted into the REC except staff. Elevated disinfecting protocols are in place. Members of the public should call or text 911 for any emergencies. If you are in need of first responder for any reason and are exhibiting coronavirus symptoms, a cough or fever, it is important that you let the telecommunicator know so that first responders can prepare accordingly. The non-emergency line remains available at 508-693-1212. For non-emergency questions related to COVID-19, please call 211. In regards to civil process, the Civil Process Department office location is currently not accepting walk-ins or in-person drop-offs at the 9 Flight Path building in West Tisbury. Paperwork may be faxed or emailed to 508-696-8378 or civilprocess@dcsoma.org. Eviction services are on hold until further notice. Please call 508-627-3511 to reach our Civil Process Director with any questions. I know that some of these changes may be difficult to adjust to, but I ask for your understanding as we adapt to the current situations in order to prioritize the safety of everyone in our care and in our community. As of now, our facilities are safe and healthy, and it is my duty to do everything in my power to ensure that this continues to be the case. We will continuously evaluate all aspects of our operations and make any and all necessary changes as the situation evolves. It will take all of us together to fight against the spread of the coronavirus. We will get through this, united as a community. Thank you for your patience and understanding.